Good afternoon, gladiators. We who are about to play salute you. It still cracks me up doing that. Do the names Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and Donatello mean anything to you? If you think of the painters, you're probably pretty old. If you think of the Ninja Turtles, you're also probably pretty old, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been around now for about 30-something years. The game we're playing today is from 1989, so it's 30 years old. That's crazy, because to me it's very fresh. This was a game that I spent a lot of money in the video arcade playing as a kid. There was a little milk bar on near the bus stop on the way to school, and we would go in there in the mornings and spend a lot of money playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. And that is what we're checking out today, made by Konami, who's best known for Castlevania and other great games, but this is one of their best arcade games. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, much like Double Dragon and Final Fight, that kind of game. But it features our four heroes as they battle the evil Shredder and his henchmen Rocksteady and BeBop and the characters. I can't understate how big the Ninja Turtles were when I was a kid. They were a massive deal, and they're still around today. I still see the toys in shops, and there's been, I think there's been a Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movie, and, they still push the franchise even to this day. But when I was young, these were just about the biggest toys on the block for a little while. And with that, we're going to jump in now, put our coin in, and play TMNT, the arcade game. So here we are loading up the ROM of the game on. I'm actually playing on a website called retrogames.cc, and this is a great site for playing classic arcade games, that are no longer available. And here's the famous theme song. The sound quality is a bit crap. It was running in a browser in an emulator. It's kind of crazy that this even works, Little apple. Alright, that's some gameplay, but let's actually put a coin in. So we're playing as Leonardo, because that's what I just pressed my coin to use. But you could actually, you could play up to 4 players in this game. You'd all be crowded around the arcade machine. Player 1 was, of course, Leonardo, but you could have the other guys. And each had their own unique weapon. So Leonardo had a katana, and Donatello has his bow staff, and Michelangelo, of course, has the nunchucks, and Raphael has the sais, those little kind of daggery things. What are the keys? So when I said this is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, that's literally what you do. You move to the side and you beat up enemies. In this case, we're fighting the Foot Clan, who are henchmen of the evil Shredder, who's like a sort of samurai, modern-day samurai warrior. The controls are very simple. You have a few attacks and a couple of combinations. You can jump and do your spinning attack. But at the time, I remember this looking amazing. The sprites were big on the screen, beautifully animated, tons of cool stuff happening, like those boulders flying down. For a while there, before games like Street Fighter 2 became huge, games like this were hugely popular because everyone always wanted to see what happened at the end of the game, and a game like this might have something like, I think it was 10 or so stages, but it was quite hard to get to the end of the stages, and you ended up putting a lot of coins in. And you really wanted to team up with friends, because they can be quite overwhelming with all these enemies. This is the first sort of mini-boss with this little kind of robot. And that's the first part of the first stage complete. And as you can see in this office block, we are trying to rescue April O'Neil, who's the reporter friend of the Turtles. There she is. Now, I'm sure all of you know about the Ninja Turtles, but as lore has it, they were teenage boys who went playing in a sewer and found some radioactive or something like that. Or were they actually turtles that became boys? I can't remember now. It's been so long. But this is their first enemy. This is Rocksteady, and he is a rhino who has a large automatic weapon. When you're playing multiplayer, one person could be sort of baiting him, dodging him over here, and the other guy could be wailing on him nearby. My favourite character in the cartoons was Raphael, because I thought it was quite sarcastic and funny. Everyone, Michelangelo was like the Bart Simpson wisecracking guy, but I never thought he was a bit annoying. The more sarcastic kids like Raphael. But in the game, the best character to use, I thought, was Donatello, because he had a long staff and had a lot of reach. Leonardo had these two swords, but because he was such a goody two-shoes, honourable character, not a lot of people enjoyed playing with him. But my very good friend, Greg Bernard-Lee, who was also the inspiration for Sir Belgrave, who was another honourable character in Sword and Sandals, always would choose Leonardo as the player, as the character, the Ninja Turtle. Now, as you can see, it's so common in these arcade games, characters, the sprites will start flashing many colours when they're low on health. We got him. And there's Shredder, who will steal April and run away. And chase after him, of course. After that Shredder creep. Excuse me, I'm eating. Very professional here at the game's Gladiator, as always. I pride myself on my professionalism. I think you can hit that at the back. Yeah, you can. I think you can also pick up the dynamite and throw it back, but I can't remember. But there's a lot of cool little interactive things to use against the enemy. Like this fire hydrant should explode if you hit it a few times. There you go. And take out a bunch of enemies. Now, of course, I've got unlimited credits, so this isn't a problem. But if you're playing this in an arcade game, you're finding yourself spending a lot of money unless you're very good. You can fall down that manhole. Who put the lights out? What's the quotable thing in the game? Now, we haven't come across it yet, and it might not happen in single player. I can't remember, but certainly in the multiplayer version, you come across these pizza boxes, which give you health. And there was always a great source of, confrontation whenever the pizza appeared, because everyone wanted it, and you'd often get someone that had close to full health, and they would eat the pizza, and someone that needed the pizza didn't get a chance to enjoy it, and so that caused a lot of fights amongst the kids, certainly in my school. Now TMNT, this game, was actually ported to a bunch of platforms, PC and the NES. There was an NES version. They weren't very good, and I remember having the PC version and being so disappointed with it, because it was nothing like this. It was very challenging and nowhere near as fun at all, and it was only single player as well, so you couldn't play with your friends. It was a really bad port. Now there's a pizza box. Here we go. Get that. I'm going to jump up there. Pizza! Can you attack them? No. Just a random girl on a skateboard, as you do. As happens in 1989. 1989! That's a long time ago. That's around the time of the fall of the Berlin Wall. That's, we're talking 30 years ago. My God. I love that these old games are available to play online, so we don't lose them. And this is sort of something that's a great debate in the games industry at the moment, is, preserving our history, because without sites like this, these games may never be played again. They might be lost to us. The film industry does their best to preserve their old movies, and art galleries preserve classic art and so on, but the games industry was still quite an immature industry, and I think we have a long way to go in terms of preserving our heritage and making sure these old games can be played. Oh. That's BeBop, who's the big pig guy. He's a lot harder than Rocksteady, I think. He's Ray Gun Shrinker. We're basically getting through him, you know, just putting coins after coins after coins in. And I would probably have spent a couple of dollars already on this, you know. And it's funny because people complain about, you know, mobile games and so on being a couple of dollars to play. You get to keep the game. Back in the days of the arcade, you'd spend a few dollars just to play the game for 5-10 minutes, and then you'd have to do it again the next day. You know, it's crazy. Back in my day, kids. So he's flashing red, we should be able to get him. Got him. Now into the sewer. Guy's carrying a giant mountain of swords. You know, I've seen this game finished by other people when you fight Krang, the giant, sort of the brain guy in his sort of giant robot, but I never finished this myself. To be honest, like, I wasn't a wealthy child and I wasn't also that good at games, so, you know, I didn't have the money to get to see this through to the end. Although it was quite fun watching other people play, and, you know, even when we teamed up, we wouldn't get much further than, I think we got 1 or 2 levels past this, maybe level 4 or 5, if my memory is. I definitely remember these weird little dinosaur dog things, robot dinosaur dogs. I love how all the enemies appear, you know, it's the classic sort of, you see it a lot in Streets of Rage and so on, enemies climbing along and breaking out of walls, and inspired of course by Double Dragon, but I wish I could be one of the other characters, actually. It's a shame I've got to be Leonardo, but that's how it is. Watch the timing of that. Pizza time. Right after I lost a life. So that section wall, I'm sure, will blow up any second. Launch an enemy at us. The Ceaseless Foot Clan, these sort of foot soldiers basically. I didn't get the reference as a kid, but foot soldier, you know, is basically a henchman. I only ever had 2 Ninja Turtle figures. I had one foot soldier and that BeBop. That was it. I didn't actually had any of the turtles themselves. I'm not sure if you can get up in the video, but my son is just woken up, so I'll probably have to cut this video short, unfortunately, and go and settle him. Give my wife a break. Hurry, hurry, yeah, hurry, exactly. Alright. There's some villain, but we'll call it a day. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. If you like that game, you can check it out at retrogames.cc. That and many other cool arcade games which I discovered recently and that I'm really enjoying. Alright everybody, have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.